Hello guys, this is Superflyer991 again, and if you were wondering why I am on my desktop, well, I'm not going to make any gaming videos today, but I kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit about my computer. So, this is my desktop right here. It's running Windows 10, as you can already see. The background you see here is just some heroes and generals picture I found off the internet for whatever reason, and the program I've been using to record my gaming videos, you'll see right here with the tunneling effect. This is OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. I do have two scenes. One is the display capture for when I want to pretty much like, I don't know, capture my desktop sometimes, and then scene 2, which I'm not going to click, is when I'm doing full screen gaming. So when I'm alt tabbing, you don't see me actually doing that. Now let's get into the components of this computer. So I think it was system, and here's a little more detail. So this is actually a model HPE 477C, and it runs the i5 CPU at 650 with a 650 watt power, I think. I don't remember, but and then you got 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is actually pretty much average for a gaming PC. 64-bit. Forget that. And this, well, this is actually my computer name. It's also what my parents call me around the house for whatever reason. But if you want to call me that, then go ahead. And the computer description: this computer is configured for gaming. Just in case anybody gets into this computer one day and then they read this. And then when you get into components, I think it was computer management, I think. Now the components of this computer is what makes it gaming. So actually no. What makes it gaming is this. Yep. When you right click and you see this, that means it has a gaming graphics card. I'm using the GTX 750 Ti, which is, it's a Zotac brand, and it's actually all orange and that stuff. I've also made a few changes to the way I connect to the internet. First of all, I bought like 3 things. I just pretty much buy 3 things: a router, a PCI, and then I bought this TP-Link PCI. Just a network card that pretty much didn't do much for me. And then I've heard something about power line connection, which is this. It's actually sort of like wired internet, but it goes through your house. So I'm actually connected to my router here. The other nearby random internet. And majority of people around my street use AT&T for some apparent reason. And then you got all this application right here. You got Steel. A few of these games I haven't even quite a lot of these games I haven't reviewed on or actually played on while making video. The Lawbreaker game. This is actually a first-person shooter I came across while looking on my mail, and I found out Nvidia was giving free out beta alpha keys to this whatever first-person shooter game is. Might get back to that in the future. And that's the program I used to record. So you might ask, how did I get into gaming in the first place? It was War Thunder. Yes, this was the first game, the first PC game I have ever discovered on this exact date, July 31st, 2014. So back then, I found this game out, and that's how I got into PC gaming, pretty much eventually. As you can see here, I've got a bunch of stuff. You are an idiot, whatnot. Tanki X. Happy Wheels. I might just make a video of that eventually. Tanki Online, and Roblox. So as you can see, this is my Roblox account. I do not know why I have this username. I came up with it one day, whatever. And then and then here's the thing, whenever I'm playing whenever I'm playing Phantom Forces or any game, I get friend requests from random people. So whoever owned these accounts, if you're watching, just accept them anyways. Eventually, I think Roblox has like a limit on how many friends you can have, like 56 random people. Not exactly random people. I do have a few people I know in friend list, but anyways, so that's sort of like my PC in general. I'm not like making any huge gaming vids or anything like that today. I just want to show you a little bit about my computer. Next week, I just might get back into Tanki X. Now, the way to open this application is quite unusual because it comes in this WinRAR zip archive when I downloaded it, and you open this thing, and if you try putting exe down here, like on the toolbar or something, what is it? Toolbar. Whatever. But if you try putting it here, it eventually stays there for a few days, and you open it one day, it doesn't work, so you have to delete it. So therefore, I just opened the game through WinRAR zip archive. So I will get back to this game sometime later on. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't have much to explain about this, so oh, yes, the program up here. This actually belongs to this program, Advanced System Care 9. Now, you might be wondering how I have the pro version. Easy. I just search up codes on the internet and then redeem it on here, and then pretty much good to go. Now, every morning before I usually start making videos, I would scan for any viruses, all that stuff, or not pretty much viruses. I'm not vulnerable to viruses, but like minor computer issues that might affect me. And then I used to do this, but I used to overclock my PC with the Firestorm program. This actually came with the graphics card I bought, but I don't overclock anymore because that actually creates sort of an issue on my graphics card. So I'm only using this to monitor the graphics card's status. So, for example, you got temperature here. The core clock is usually around 1150 or so. But if I overclock it, it gets up to 1250 around there with the quick boost settings. So, and then And then for fun, I would just sometimes go advanced, and you get all this stuff you can mess around with, which won't probably break your graphics card immediately, unless you do it too many times. But it's a great experimental device. So you have the GPU clock offset, max volt. I would never want to touch this because this would actually fry my GPU. I am not a professional at overclocking PCs, so I don't usually mess around with this very much. Fan speed. Fan speed's usually around 33%. It's on the auto right now. My GPU never exceeds past around 70 degrees Celsius, which is the peak of my GPU game. So, with that out of the way, I think that'll wrap up for this video. If you want to subscribe, you can go ahead. Like if you probably did or so. And I'll see you guys next Friday in another video.